Well, good morning, everyone. I am in my office. It's been a while since I've posted anything. It is April 9th. I had to look. It's a Thursday. So I've been listening to a lot of, believe it or not, I've been listening to a lot of Mayim Bialik's podcast out there called Mayim's Breakdown. And she's got a lot of very fascinating topics that she talks about. One of them that I was listening to yesterday, I was listening to Neil deGrasse Tyson, and he was talking about, life and the cosmos and all of that stuff, the stuff he typically talks about. And this morning, she was talking to, and I forget his name, Cronin, I think, Professor Cronin. He's an organic chemist. And I was listening to him, and he's talking about life. And he said, we are a carbon-based life with silicon-based technology. He said, what if there is life out there that is silicon-based life with carbon-based technology? And it kind of got me thinking, And he did say, he said a lot of us, he says, are looking for life wrong. We're looking for life the wrong way, or the wrong type of life. Kind of made me think, okay, so just because something doesn't have a physical body, or something that doesn't have a body that is made up like ours, maybe another life form doesn't require water, or doesn't require oxygen, or certain things like that are well beyond my grasp. But I start thinking about it. One of the things that Bill talks about all the time, and he started off joking about it, I think, but the more we've heard about it, the more he thinks that he's right on. And I don't even know anymore, but he's talking about our life is not our own, but we are, how does he say it? He said we're in a simulation. Like we are characters in a game, he's got this game that he likes to play that it starts off like you're cavemen, and then it goes right up to like discovering the moon, or I don't know, something like that. But it goes, from prehistoric all the way up through modern and beyond. And I think about that and I wonder, is he right? It's mind-boggling to me. In fact, Neil deGrasse Tyson was talking yesterday about it, about us being a simulation. Bill will go as far as saying, this is really this, or, he said one time, he says, I feel awful saying this, he says, but what if God is just the person running the game? I don't know. That's fascinating. But yeah, so I've been listening to a lot of her podcasts, and they have been creating some really odd, unique questions that yeah, it's been interesting. So if you get a chance, listen to Mayim Bialik's Breakdown. It's her and her significant other, Jonathan Cohen. And those two, they couldn't be more opposite, but they make one heck of a good podcast. So if you get a chance, check that out. Don't drive yourself crazy going over like all these weird thoughts, because I'm going crazy thinking about them. But, I'm getting some great ideas about podcast stuff, because I'm still working on it. I have asked my first person, and they have yet to respond to me, so it might take a little while. I don't know. I might have to do some on my own, but I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to try to come up with some good stuff for you so that it's not, not boring stuff. But hopefully. Unless we start talking about like insurance stuff, that's kind of boring. But depends on who you are and what you're doing in life, I guess. But anyway, I'm going to get ready for the day here. I've got my sweatshirt on because I'm cold. I'm cold. I don't like being cold. Anyway, I love you guys. Have a good rest of your day. And I'll catch you next time. Love you. Bye.